What's up, everybody? I hope everybody has had an amazing weekend. I hope you are having an even better Sunday. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, anything you want to hear me talk about, I'll gladly do so. I want to give a very big shout out to a really good friend of mine, Emily Hamilton. Please look her up on Instagram at I am Emily Hamilton. Also look her up on Facebook under Emily Hamilton. And please look up her new business, Looking Glass Photography. You will not be disappointed. Emily is an actress, a model, a singer, a songwriter, and a photographer, and she is amazing at everything that she does. You want an example of some of her photography, please feel free to go to my Instagram page and look up some of my photos, because I guarantee you she probably took them. I've done a couple sessions with her, and I have never been disappointed. She never ceases to amaze me. She brought up a topic the other day that she wanted to hear me discuss, which is my experience at the Dallas Expo. Now, a lot of you guys have never heard of the Expo. I understand that. The Dallas Expo is basically the acting and modeling version of American Idol. Only 500 are selected out of the entire country to go to Dallas, Texas to showcase their skills in front of 50 of the world's largest agencies. I was one of those selected. Emily was one as well. Now, my experience there is like none other. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to think when I got there. From Tuesday to Saturday, you were absolutely balls to the wall, doing different things, showing different aspects of your acting and modeling and all of that kind of stuff. The friendships that I created there are like none other. I went there knowing Emily and another good buddy of mine, Lionel Bermudez, who's also from MTM Charlotte, like Emily and myself. I left there knowing what felt like a million people. I had a lot of new friendships. I've met a lot of new people from different parts of the country, different walks of life. That right there itself to me means more than anything. While I was out there, I also pushed myself past new limits that I never even knew that I had. I got up on stage in front of what felt like 100 people, and it probably was 100 people because this was pre-COVID, when that was actually okay to have that many people in one room. I got to do what they call cold reads, which is absolutely one of the hardest things to do, because you have 2 minutes to look at a slip of paper and read probably a paragraph off of that. And then you have to go out there and perform that in front of, like I said, what felt like 100 people. And I know for a fact 50 of those people were agencies from around the world that I really wanted to impress. That's a lot of pressure to put on somebody. And I was a part of the acting and modeling. That's all I did. Now, if you were also a singer and songwriter, you had that much more pressure on you. But from my point of view, from acting and modeling, every day I was doing 3 or 4 different things, all at different times of the day. And any time that I wasn't doing those things in front of those agencies, I was practicing to do those things, whether it be runway. I did 2 or 3 different styles of runway. I did my monologue that I've been practicing for months. And it don't matter how long you practice it, you still have that slim chance that you might fudge up just a little bit. And you don't want to do that. Cold reads, monologues, 2-person scene, improv. I was at a seminar early one morning. The guy that was putting on the seminar, his name is Lance. He's got a studio down there in Atlanta. He was putting the seminar on, and he picked me and a handful of others out of the crowd. He was like, look, come up here, we're going to do some improv. And I did improv in front of probably 100 people. I've never done that before. I've done improv before, but never like that, on that level. And actually vibing with the crowd and having the crowd laugh back at what I'm saying, because the situation was supposed to be funny. That was an amazing experience for me right there. if you thought that you were a good actor or model when you went out there, by the time you left, you either knew that that was a lie, or you knew that you were selling yourself short by saying that you were good because you were great. I got the privilege to sit down and talk with a lot of those agencies on Saturday, which was the day that we got to go out there in this big ballroom where they had, all the agencies had their little tables set up, and you could come by and talk to each individual person. You had only 1 hour to do that. I wish that they would have extended that a little bit longer, because people like me, I like to talk. And I felt like if you were really wanting to talk to that agency and you were behind that person that likes to talk and likes to do things like that, like I do, then you're wasting time, because you could be over there talking to somebody else. So, I got the privilege to talk to a lady named Lisa Fuller from Actors Choice Talent Agency. She was interested in me, and she gave me what they call a callback. That's what everybody goes there for, is for a callback on Saturday. And what a callback means is that basically they're interested in you. They want to see more about what you're about, and they want to they want to work a deal out with you. They want to work something out with you. Now, when I say a deal, when you sign that paper, that does not mean that you get paid. No, that's not the case. You don't get paid until you land jobs, which is strictly on you. They can find you the jobs and tell you about the jobs and tell you to apply for them, but it's strictly on your talent to get selected for that job. I talked to her. She gave me a call back, and I'm now represented by Actors Choice Talent Agency. I have been for 2 years, and I'm very pleased with them. Very, very pleased with them. And without the Dallas Expo, I would not have got to talk to her. I wouldn't even know who she is. And I owe all that to the Expo. I wish that everybody could experience something like that, because even if you go out there and you don't get your call back like you want to, then you still leave there a better person, because there's no way that anybody can go out there and not leave it all on that stage. I can promise that. If you want to hear me elaborate more on the Dallas Expo, talk about my experience out there, please do so in the comments. Let me know. And like I said before, you guys know what to do. Comment anything you want to hear me talk about. I'll gladly do so. I love you guys. Thank you for your support.